Hey, welcome to Riffs. My name is Joshua Maxwell and I'll be your host. And this show is all about musical education. We're going to go through some acoustic guitar stuff today on our first episode, but we'll also have some special guests come in and they'll be teaching us some of the basics about drums, bass guitar. I'll bring in my electric for a few episodes and teach you guys some about the blues and some rock licks and stuff like that. This first episode, we're going to go through some of just the very, very basics of how to play a guitar. And if you've never learned how to play guitar, this is the episode in the show for you. So stick around. We're going to go through right now on the first thing that you need to learn, and that's how to tune your guitar. Because with proper tuning, it's great. Because if you don't know how to tune your guitar, then it'll screw up everything. So here's how you tune your guitar. The intervals of the guitar, as you can see there on the screen, it's Easter bunnies go dig at Easter. And that's the intervals, that's the notes that each string makes in their open position. It sounds like this. And although that's probably not a chord that I know of, it is a chord, but I don't know what the name of it is, but that's how it sounds with just all the strings being played open. And here's how you tune your guitar. Okay, this is standard tuning. 6th string, 5th fret, this is your A. 5th string, 5th fret, this is your D. 4th string, this is your G, 5th fret. To the 4th fret, 3rd string, and this will be your B. And then to tune the E string, we'll go down to the 2nd fret, 5th fret, 2nd string, and this is your E. Go through it all one more time. Here's your E, and your A, and your D, G, B, and your first string's your E. And now that we know how to tune our guitars, I'm going to teach you your first scale ever, if you don't know any. And this is going to be your C major scale, and I'm going to do this in the first position. And you can see on the tablature, the open notes are the black dots at the bridge, and that'll mean that you actually play the note open, and whichever one that'll be. And then your fingers will go 1, 2, 3, 4. First finger being 1, middle finger 2, ring finger 3, and pinky 4, and then your thumb is on the tab is represented by a T. So we'll do it like that. And here's your first scale. It's a C major scale in the first position. This is a C major scale, only in a different place on the neck. It's a little bit further up on the 7th fret. So far we've gone through how to tune your guitar, and I've taught you your first scale, the C major scale. I'm going to teach you your first, what they call open chord, and it'll be an E. And here's what it looks like, and here's how to make it. Put your middle finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, your ring finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and your first finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret. So the shape actually looks like that. And once again. Okay, so I've taught you a few things. You know your E, and you know your C major scale. We'll talk to you a little bit about guitars. I play a Fender guitar. I've got a Gibson Flying V. I'm fixing to get an Epiphone Wildcat. Got many acoustics. I've played Tellys, I've played Washburns, I've played Ibanez. I like them all. There's something to say about each set of guitars that are made. The one thing I want you to get from the show is I want you to learn how to play the way you want to play. I want you to sound how you want to sound. I'm just going to teach you some of the basics and some of the things that I know. It doesn't matter what name is on the headstock. It matters how you want to sound. If you can get that sound from a specific guitar, then that needs to be your guitar no matter what it says on the headstock. I go to gigs and I'll see guys play that may not be as good as I am, or they may be able to blow me off the stage. But I'll pick up something from everybody I've ever watched, and that's the point of playing, is that if you can get up and you can play some 12-bar blues with somebody, you'll learn something, because they may be able to do something that you can't. I did sit in with a guy one time, and he absolutely could have wiped the floor with me, but he was really, really fast. But one thing, here's a little tip for you: you don't talk to people. You don't talk like this to somebody all the time, so don't play your guitar that way. If you're fast and you're loud, that's good, but you need to know when to quieten it down. And when I first started playing, I learned a lot of Clapton licks. And so the way we went and sat down after we got done playing, and I was like, dude, you're fast. And he's like, yeah, but you blew me away. And I was like, what? He's like, I can't do all that slow, smooth stuff like you do. And that was just something that I had in my trick bag, and the dude was going to make me look bad, so I just pulled out some of the slow Clapton licks that I knew. And just pick up something from everybody that you play with, and they may not be as good as you, or they may be better, but he took that away from that experience, and it's a good thing. Coming up next on Riffs, we're going to have some bar chords and some more fun stuff for you, so stay right here.
What is a hero? Are heroes born, or are they made? In after-school programs, your kids will uncover hidden strengths, discover they have the power to change their future, and find the hero inside themselves. Let us know you on after-school programs in your area. Call 1-800-USA-LEARN. After-school programs, helping kids find the hero within.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, King of the Apes, Father of Boy. He knows what it takes to be a dad. You go for a ride, you take a swim, you hang out. All it takes is time. Hey, it doesn't take a hero, but it takes a man to be a dad.
Mrs. Abruzzo, I'm here with the Neighborhood Watch.
Yes!
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm signing up people for the Neighborhood Watch.
You made our dreams come true. You have your cameras here? Where are you going, Mr. McMahon?
I'm going to check with the lady next door. Yeah,
are you going to get the check?
Start a Neighborhood Watch. It's just one of the many ways you can help make America stronger. To find out how, call or log on for this free guide.
428 Essex, polyp on the premises.
220, we're on it. Let's roll.
In there.
Yeah, we'll handle this, man. What? We're ready to be very civil about this.
You never know when a polyp is going to show up. Get the polyp early and stop colon cancer before it even starts. Just get a test from your doctor. Get the test, get the polyp.
Nice surgeon's touch.
Get the cure.
Make a change in your life. Make the right career connection. HCC and you, moving in the right direction. A great place to start with our great course selection. HCC and you, moving in the right direction.
Hey, welcome back to Riffs, the show that's dedicated to musical education. We're doing a little bit of acoustic guitar stuff today. Before the break, we actually went through the C major scale, and I showed you guys how to play the chord E major. Now, the reason I showed you E major is because it's one of the easiest chords to make. And it leads us into bar chords. Now, bar chords, the actual shape, this is a bar chord of an A. And it's actually the same shape that you make with an E down here. If you took and played an E like this, and then you moved and just took your first finger and barred everything on the first fret, and then just moved that position from the E up one fret, you have your F. And the cool thing about bar chords is that you can play the F here, and that's the shape. But you move it up, same shape, to the third fret, and that's your G. Move it up, that's your A, and that's your B, and it keeps on going all the way up, as far as you can make it. But that's why I wanted to show you today. And here's a bar chord A. Here's what it looks like, and here's how to make it. This is a bar chord A. Hey, one of the most basic things that you need to learn if you're going to look up anything on the internet on how to play guitar or any of the books or anything is how to read tablature, and it's called tab, guitar tab, and that's how to read guitar music. It's a little different than standard sheet music, because standard sheet music gives you the notes or whatnot. Guitar tab actually tells you where to put your fingers. And what you're looking at now is a piece of guitar tab that I have created on the computer, and you'll see the different numbers on the different circles on how to make our E major. And that's telling you that the first finger goes on the third string, first fret. The ring and the middle fingers are going on the second fret on the fourth and fifth strings. So you can see in the numbers indicate your different fingers. Your first finger is number 1, your middle finger is number 2, your ring finger is number 3, and your pinky is number 4. And your thumb, usually in most cases, is if you're gonna do the grip, it's indicated with a T in the circle.
I don't want to eat.
Come on, just one bite.
I don't like it. When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
Plastic ones last longer.
pork bellies closed steady due to speculation that demand for bacon-related products.
Read me this one, Daddy.
Okay, honey.
The less art kids get, the more it shows. Are yours getting enough? Art. Ask for more. AmericansForTheArts.org.
It's commonly found in the transverse segment of the colon with vascular congestion and smooth surface. Typically, the biopsy proved to be a tubulovillous adenoma.
It's a polyp! Why doesn't he just come right out and say it? It's a polyp.
Sir, do you mind?
Look at your textbook. Could I see that pointer?
We got one.
Stopping colon cancer is simple. Get the polyp early and stop colon cancer before it even starts.
Wait.
Just get the test.
I need the credits.
Get the polyp.
Attica!
Oh, shut up!
Get the cure.
Mrs. Abruzzo, I'm here with the Neighborhood Watch.
Yes!
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm signing up people for the Neighborhood Watch.
You've made our dreams come true. You have your cameras here? Where are you going, Mr. McNair?
I'm going to check with the lady next door. Yeah,
are you going to get the check?
Start a Neighborhood Watch. It's just one of the many ways you can help make America stronger. To find out how, call or log on for this free guide.
Make a change in your life. Make the right career connection. HCC and you, moving in the right direction. A great place to start with our great course selection. HCC and you, moving in the right direction.
Hey, welcome back to Riffs, a TV show dedicated to how to play musical instruments. We have just gone through many things in this first episode. We went through bar chords, went through your first scale and your first chord. Fixing to go through some history of the chords and how to actually make chords. And then we're going to go and we're going to check out how to make another chord, another style of chord, which is a movable chord, like our bar chord. And this one's going to be called a power chord. But first, a little history lesson on chords. A chord is defined as 3 or more notes played at the same time. But can we make chords out of any 3 notes? Technically yes, but they don't all sound good together. Originally in the old days, music was written using one line at a time, like this. Well, usually for singers in small instrumental groups like choirs or just a single guitar player. But over time, when there were more choirs and there were more notes to be played, they found that certain notes sounded very well together and certain notes did not, which they came up with what we see as music today that looks more like this. If you look in your church songbook or if you're in a choir or whatnot, you'll see that the music usually looks like this. What I'm going to show you now is a G. It's called a G5, which is a power chord. And what you do is you place your first finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string, and then your ring finger on the 5th fret, 5th string, pinky finger on the 5th fret, 4th string. And you only play those 3 notes. And that's how you make a power chord. You can actually move this chord around, and you're going to bring your first finger down to the 5th string, 3rd fret, and then your ring finger on the 4th string, 5th fret, and pinky on the 3rd string, 5th fret as well. And this will be a C5. And you can also move this up. And as long as they stay one fret apart, then it'll be good. You'll be good. You'll still be making a bar chord. Another thing I want to teach you real fast is what they call palm muting. And this happens with this hand over here, your picking hand. And you say you're going to make a G5 power chord, but sometimes you hear them, a lot of Blink-182 stuff's palm muted. And what you're doing is it's called a palm mute, and you're actually just placing your hand on the very bottom of the strings right next to your bridge right down here. And you're just placing your hand on there. You play it once, it just kind of deadens it. And it doesn't sound very nice, but if you repeatedly hit it like some of the punk guys do, you can actually move that power cord around. It sounds pretty cool. But if it's on electric, it sounds really, really cool if you got some distortion turned up or whatnot. Got some reverb going on. But that is a power chord. Here's another example of a lick with the palm mute. And that's also includes a little bit of the famous Hendrix. Hendrix had a way about him that he would hit like all the notes, but he'd only let certain ones ring out, and it gives you kind of that groovy kind of 70s feel, but it's what rock was based on. And it's actually you're just scraping all the notes, and it comes through when you're on an electric. It'll really come through a little bit raunchy, and it sounds really cool. Now, when we get into things like hammer-on and pull-offs, where we're not using chords anymore, the guitar tab is actually going to change just a little bit. And instead of the numbers representing your fingers, the numbers are now going to represent which fret your hands are going to be on. So it'll actually go from just being 1, 2, 3, 4, representing each of your fingers, to any number all the way up to 24, or ever how many frets that you have on your guitar. This works really well when artists are tabbing out their solos. And the next thing I'm going to show you is what do they call a hammer-on, pull-off. And we're up here on the 8th fret, and we're going to hit this note on the 8th fret, 8th fret, 2nd string, and we're going to take our ring finger and hammer on. It's what they call what I'm about to do. We actually hit it on the 8th note, then slam it down, slam your ring finger down on the 10th fret. A lot of blues players do that, and they actually do it repeatedly. And they'll hit it on the 8th note, and then they'll hammer on the 10th, and then they'll pull it off again, so it'll make the note of the 8th fret again. And that's called a hammer on, pull off. And you actually just pull your finger off, give it a little bit of pressure, and it'll do like that. And when you do it really fast, it'll sound like this.
Good 20, we're on it. Let's roll.
In there.
Yeah, we'll handle this, man.
What?
We're ready to be very civil about this.
You never know when a polyp is going to show up. Get the polyp early and stop colon cancer before it even starts. Just get a test from your doctor. Get the test, get the polyp,
Nice surgeon's touch.
get the cure.
Get a job.
Look, it's a giraffe.
I don't see it.
The less art kids get, the more it shows. Are yours getting enough? Art. Ask for more. AmericansForTheArts.org.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
Make a change in your life. Make the right career connection. HCC and you. Moving in the right direction. A great place to start with a great course selection. HCC and you. Direction.
What is a hero? Are heroes born, or are they made? In after-school programs, your kids will uncover hidden strengths and find the hero inside themselves. Let us know you want after-school programs in your area. Call 1-800-USA-LEARN. After-school programs, helping kids find the hero within.
Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, King of the Apes, Father of Boy. He knows what it takes to be a dad. You go for a ride, you take a swim, you hang out. All it takes is time. Hey, it doesn't take a hero, but it takes a man to be a dad.
Okay, let's recap over what we've actually learned today. We've learned the C major scale. You learned how to make an E major. You've actually learned how to play a bar chord, and this is a bar chord A. And remember, that's also movable. You can move it anywhere on the fretboard you want to, as long as you keep that same shape. You've also learned power chords. Learn how to palm mute as well, which is a little technique that you guys might like to practice, in which you put your palm close to the bridge down here. This is the bridge, and you actually play the power chord with your palm on the strings. You play it once, it just kind of deadens it, and it doesn't sound very nice. But if you repeatedly hit it, like some of the punk guys do, you can actually move that power chord around. That's called a hammer-on, pull-off. You actually just pull your finger off, give it a little bit of pressure, and it'll do like that. And when you do it really fast, it'll sound like this. Hey, that's about all we have time for on this episode of Riffs. Join us next week. We'll be talking about some how to string your guitar and guitar care. We'll also go through a few different settings on the electric guitar. We're going to bring that out. And we'll go through some practice ideas and how to work out your pinky, because that was the last one that I ever got. How to move that pinky and get it in there with the rest of your fingers, get it working. And we'll talk about some distortion, and I might even bring out the wah-wah pedal for you guys next week on the electric, right here on Riffs. Questions or comments about Riffs, please email us at hp-hcctv@kctcs.edu.